What's up? Hey, Captain Flatter, how you going, man? Hope you're doing well. We here just doing some Le Mans practice today. So I thought, why not stream it, have a chat, have some fun. It's good to hear, dude. Good to hear. What are you doing with the afternoon? Just knocked off work? Nice. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. How's your day treating you? That's right, I changed my buttons. Can't race at the moment? What have you done, dude? Oh no! Oh no. Is it gonna take a while to heal? Oh really? Oh sweet. It was the only one available to me I think. Oh no. I hope it's not serious, dude. All good, dude. All good. Oh, cheers for the host, man. Thank you very much. I bet, dude. I bet. Yeah, so today I figured I'd just do as many laps as I can without bottling it. Well, that's the idea anyway. We'll see how far I get with that. Oh, different conditions to the other day, so to the other practice server that I was in the other day. So that's all good. We have to get used to it. So I hope everyone's doing well anyway. And yeah, as Captain Flanner was saying, there's apparently been quite a crackdown on copyrighted music, so... But that's alright, I never used any in the first place, so... we'll be staying safe. To be fair, I should probably make my own music. Just record a guitar track or something and then create a drum track for it or something like that. I don't know. I'm too lazy.
Right side, clear on the right.
Oops. So Ryan, what name am I looking out for, dude? If you're not driving, and you can respond. Ooh, yeah. Trey, number 22. Okay,
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
I'll keep an eye out. Alright. Oh, there you are. There's Mr. Rhymefish in front of us. Yeah, these conditions feel a lot different to the last practice session I was in. I'm surprised how much it varies. Like, I know temperature has an effect, but I didn't think it was quite so much, really.
Left side.
Feel like that guy was gonna take me out if I didn't let him through. So yeah, just building up at the moment. Trying to figure out the conditions and the limits of the car a little bit. He's gonna meet me right. Oh no, he's alright.
Clear on the right.
I haven't done too much multi-class racing on iRacing yet. But if there's one thing I've noticed is that people in the faster classes quite often don't know how multi-class racing works. In that the slower cars, I'm pretty sure, are supposed to have the racing line, and the faster classes are meant to navigate their way around the slower classes. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty sure that's how it works. But you get, well, with the small amount of multi-class racing I've done so far, I've noticed the faster classes always like to dive in on the apex, thinking that it's theirs to take. And if you don't sort of give it to them, you end up crashing. It wasn't the greatest chicanes, but oh well. car definitely feels like it wants to kill me a lot more today. I actually thought I had a fair bit more time to practice for Le Mans, but I think it's the 20th of this month, isn't it? So it's actually not that far away. Not that far away. Car's a bit wobbly after that that off by the looks. What's this lap time? 4:01. Yeah, it's definitely a lot slower than in the cooler conditions. Oh, that'll be a cut. Damn it.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Some of the cuts I find on iRacing are just a bit ridiculous. Like it really should be all four wheels off the track, but doesn't seem to be the case for some corners. And that's fine, but it's like, well, where's this arbitrary line that they've drawn? Got to find out where it is and try and stick to it. So we'll see if I can get to a pit stop without touching a wall, crashing into anyone else. That'll be the goal. The track certainly feels different though. Oh, car wanted to kill me then. Woo. I find that corner can be real hit and miss. Just sort of invites you to go around at full pace and then spits you out. Oh, it's getting slidey. It's getting slidey. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to anyone who's just joined. Hope you're having a good day. We're out here just doing some Le Mans practice. Making sure that I can drive somewhat consistently without bottling it. Well, at least trying to anyway. We've got our teammate behind us, Trey Brennan, who is Mr. Rhymefish. We just luckily happened to jump into the same server. Weren't even planning it. But I'm pretty sure it was the only one open for me that was a Le Mans practice server, so probably goes a long way to explain it. As far as I remember, my my fuel planner thing said I could get 7 laps. Well, 7.3 laps, so I'm assuming it'll be 7 laps per stint, or yeah, per stop. I haven't actually got my fuel calculator up, so rip. I won't be able to see when I'm at the limit. I'll have to calculate it in my head. Oh, that was sketchy. Not sure if first gear is the right gear to take for that last chicane, but tried it both ways. It doesn't seem to make too much difference for me. These are pretty conservative lap times at the moment. But I'm aiming for consistency and the ability not to bottle it. Or to not bottle it. Maybe that's the... Oh, come on.
Up the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
See, I find on that corner you can go all four wheels off, but only by a certain amount. So, what that arbitrary amount is, I don't know. Car feels good though. Feels pretty stable. Oh, braking way early. Spooked. Spooked by my last visit to that corner. I'm not even sure if this track has corner names. I'm sure it. No, I'm sure it does. I don't know them, but it must do, because I'm sure I've heard people say them before. I'm just really forgetful and a bit naive. So in other news, New Zealand has officially gone down to level 1. which
Car stops on the right.
in a way is a really good thing, but it means that I have to go back into the office. I'm gonna have to start travelling back into work instead of working from home, which, whoa, oh, saved it.
You cut the course.
What?
Gotta slow down and give
Why's
up
my
that
wheel off
time.
center? I think that's my wheel, not the car. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to unplug it and plug it back in. I'll get round to the pits and do it. It's a little bit weird. I don't have my wheel in the camera today, but it's about 15-20 degrees to the left. But the wheel in the sim is straight. It's a bit bizarre. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have to start going back into the office for work, which means being a bit more busy. Hopefully I can continue streaming at the scheduled times, but it might get a little bit exhausting, so we'll have to see. This is actually quite hard to drive with my wheel off center. So I'm gonna have to remember that for when I'm racing. If I jerk the wheel too hard, it actually gets off center. Or maybe it's just a one-off, I don't know. Hopefully. So I'll come into the pits this lap and sort it out. Oops. I also started to design a new rig today using the
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
that's what I mean, it's random. I clearly did not cut, and clearly did not gain time. So yeah, I started designing my own rig out of the aluminium profile, the slot aluminium stuff. So I'm hoping I can get that design built and whatever in, well, I mean it's not going to be in a short time because I'm poor. We've got lots of stuff we need to do the house before I can do that, but it'll be a project for me to work on. Actually going to turn the game down slightly. Is that tray that came in front of us? Is that you, Rhymefish? I just have to fix my wheel. It's decided to do the big die. So A link to the. Oh, okay. Do you want to chuck it in Discord? Because that'll be handy. Because I find them a little bit arbitrary sometimes. Hopefully that fixed my wheel. That's right. What?
Move it, move it!
Okay. Strange. Okay, my wheel's back on center. Awesome. Do you check it in there? Sweet. Thanks for that, Ryan. On your. Oh, okay. Well, should we have a We'll have a look, eh? Where are you? Oh, what the hell? There you are. I'm so bad with this. Oh, that's cool, man. How do I go to the free camera? He's just gonna drive inside me. Okay, hang on. Let's go and let's see what other cameras we got here. No, it's not. That's not gonna help us. Names down the side. Okay. How do I get to a? How do I look sideways? I'm so bad at iRacing. I haven't used it enough. Crush Crew. Oh, I see the names on the bonnet there. Control F12. Oh yeah. Control Z. Aha. Can I oh yes. Oh, we got Michelin as our sponsor. That's cool, man. Team ELE. And there's our Twitch channels. That's cool. Sorry, wait, where's the... Oh, there's the names there. Haha, that's cool. Oh, sick. You know what I really appreciate too, Ryan? I really appreciate the fact that it's the correct flag. That might sound silly, but so many times Kiwis get put next to an Australian flag, so that's a big plus. That's cool, man. I'm psyched. So, for anyone who's just joining, this is the car that we're going to be driving for the 24-hour. This is Ryan Fisher's driving this one, Mr. Trey Brennan, and so I'll have to at some point get my hands on this, I imagine, Ryan. I do have trading paints. Obviously, well, I think it wouldn't work if I didn't, would it? So yeah, that's probably an obvious statement, but very cool, man. Very cool. Stoked. Where have I gone there? Let's go to practice. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet as. So, how does iRacing work in terms of joining said team? Or do you have to register under that team? Because I haven't had to do that before in iRacing. Sorry, you're just about to drive and I make you type. I mean, we can talk about it all after the practice if you want, man. So yeah, we'll have a good look at this. Ah, okay, sweet as. All good. No, I'm super excited. Looking forward to it. Oh, where's my force feedback gone? The wheel feels different. It's probably because I had to unplug it and plug it back in. It feels really, really strange. This is the kind of thing I don't want to happen during the race. This feels really light. Car feels like it's floating. Might actually just try and fix this. Come on, work with me. No, it's not gonna work. I might have to just dive back into the pits and try and get this force feedback working properly, because it does not feel right at all. And I feel it's going to be a little bit detrimental to my practice. At least I can still drive with it though, which is a plus. You know, if this kind of thing happens during the race, you know, touch wood it doesn't. But if it does, at least I can still drive with it. So I could get to the pit stop and fix it then. Hey, hey Takor. You got me right at a good time. Right as I'm coming into the into the pits. How you going, dude? I'm going good. I'm going good. Can't complain. My wheel's not operating very well at the moment, but otherwise I can't complain. Alright, let me just try and fix this.
Move it!
I can't. My profiler doesn't want to show up. How can I do this? Let me try doing this, see if this works. No. Oh boy. Can I minimize this? Nope. Alright. Guys. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to access my my profiler. Yeah, I'm good, man. Trying to put on a brave face. Oh my god. How many points do you have saved up, dude? I'm gonna run out of nuts, and then it's gonna be over for everybody. That's the rest of them good. Oh. Thank you, Takor. Appreciate it. Right. Now. What the hell is wrong with this bloody profiler? Oh, it's crashed, that's why. That is why I couldn't get to it. I have a feeling this is not going to work now. Love these problems. Always when I'm streaming. Give me 2 seconds, I'll see if I can get it restarted. Sometimes it won't restart itself and I have to actually restart the computer to get it to reboot. But we might be able to run without it. Yeah, it doesn't want to open up. Is it actually running though in the background? Yes, it is. Alright. Hopefully that's enough to run it in the game. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's join the session again. I'm sweating now. I think I'm gonna have to get a new wheel, eh? I mean, I wanted one anyway, but if we're doing 24 hours Le Mans, there is going to be a fair amount of driving, and if this thing craps out, at least no hiccups, yes. At least no hiccups. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely gonna invest in some ghost pepper hot sauce though, because I think it would be quite funny to be driving and dying on the dying of the hotness that would bring. But I would not use it in a serious race. I must admit, if it was a serious like the 24-hour Le Mans, if we're doing that, that ain't happening. My team would kill me. So this sim takes like forever to load, just so everyone's aware. Well, at least this track seems to anyway. It is a bigger track, so that's probably why. Kind of sweating up a storm now, Takor. Thanks for that. It's really cold, so I don't want to take my jersey off, but at the same time, it's kind of just hot enough now that I'm tempted. So yeah, I'm sad to call because hey Mog, how you going? You just missed the hot nuts, the double hot nuts. I'm a little bit sad to call because I have to go back into the office, which means no watching daytime streams. No, the double nuts. How you doing, Mog? Just waiting for the sim to reload after my my wheel decided to do the big die. And I think it's the profile is not opening up properly either, so it might be the big die for the rest of the stream, but it'll still work. I can still drive. It's just not ideal. Okay. Yeah, well that was I mean, I'm pretty sure that was morning for me, so it would still be probably in my afternoon while I was at work, so really just sat down at your PC? Oh yeah. What time is it right now? It's 8:15, 20 past 8ish in the evening. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's not too bad then. It'd be about dinner time, so yeah. That's not bad at all. So I might be able to catch your streams. Ah, okay. Right. Well, personally, I want to work from home. So much better. Alright. Oh, it feels like we got feedback. That's a good sign. Alright. Load the setup. Let's go and see. Oh, it's feeling a bit better now. I have some force feedback again. Oh, Mog, there's our team car. This is Rhymefish in front of me. That's our paint job for the 24-hour Le Mans. Oh no, the feedback doesn't feel good again. He's driving, so he won't be able to respond, but I think it's like the 20th. Yeah, my force feedback's all messed up again. Oh well. We driving like this now, boys. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's like the 20th of June, so not that far away. Cold brakes, cold tires. One thing I'm going to have to ask Rhyme as well is if the headlights are automatic, because I couldn't find a keybind for them. I can find one for headlight flash, but not for the actual turning on and off of the headlights themselves. Hey Ken, how you going, man? We're going good. I'd be super sad, dude. I'd cry. I'm not gonna lie. I would cry if my wheel died. Oh, gotta be careful here. This guy's gonna dive bomb me.
Clear.
New wheel. I'd say a new wheel would be. Well, that's the thing. I could get one for. No, I don't have a new wheel. I'm just saying my wheel is kind of doing the big die. So, but a new wheel for me would be I don't know, anywhere between sort of $300 or $400 to over $1,000. You bought the entire season of F3? Nice. Nice, dude. You have well and truly fallen down the rabbit hole, haven't you? Well and truly. Like, you've dived head first. It's so awesome, though. Oh, sorry, Rhyme. My wheel doesn't feel good. I literally have about a quarter of the force feedback I normally do until I start getting to the extremities, but only needed 8 tracks and the car. Oh, okay. You bought a 2-year subscription? Yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Jumping the curbs.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game. Left side. Clear on the left.
Damned if you stay in the Masters and Skippies. Yeah, that's a good call, man. I mean, so far, so far the stuff that I've bought has been, like, I've bought maybe 2 cars that I wanted to buy, and the rest has been, the rest has been for events that I've been invited to or taken place in. So, what am I doing? What is 24 Hour Le Mans? You've never heard of it? It's well, I mean, obviously this is going to be a simulated version, but in real life they have a track in France called, it's actually called Circuit de la Sarthe, and they have a race there called the 24 Hours of Le Mans. So I'm guessing the town is called Le Mans. I'm not 100% sure, but so we're doing a team race. So Rhymefish, who is in the car in front of me at the moment, he, myself, another guy, Gauza, and a couple of other guys that I've yet to meet, I think. We're going to be jumping into this car that we're driving and going around this track for 24 hours. So it's going to be a very, very fun event. And I will attempt to stream the whole thing. Yeah, there's a lot of history in the race. Goes right back to, well, I don't even know, pre-1930s, maybe even further back than that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a 24-hour stream. It's not gonna be me sitting at the wheel for 24 hours, but I'll try and, you know, keep the stream going when other people are in the car. Did I get a layout change? No, it is Streamlabs, yes. I just added a couple of little sprites to the outside of my webcam. But otherwise the layout's the same. Trying to keep up with Rhymefish here. It makes all the difference. It's like, did you do something to your hair? It's that kind of comment, eh? It's like, yeah, I brushed it. Speaking of hair, the reason I wear a hat on all my streams is because I have wicked lockdown hair, and I have to go back into the office tomorrow. I do have to make more. I also need to learn how to drive. Oh, I'm not showing you. No way. No chance in hell. Not a chance. Get a redemption for it? No, because I'm going to get a haircut soon and then I'll not be wearing the hat anyway, so... 500 points. No, that's too cheap. I'm really surprised I can even still feel the car when it slides. Oh god. I'm missing some messages here. Sorry guys. Just wait till the straight. Oh, gonna die. Lame. Remember the VR headset you were getting yesterday? Got delayed until Friday. Oh, oh. Patience, young Padawan. It's worth the wait. The approach is just never cut your hair. That was my approach several years ago. I had hair like right down to my like tailbone kind of thing. Hang on, Mog. I'll read that message in a second. Before and after pics in Discord. What, of my hair? No need for that. Oh, did you see, Mog, did you see the picture of the rig that I'm designing? Oh, really? That's crazy. Um, like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be less for me, but the thing is, the crazy thing is, Ken, is that if I order the material from China through like AliExpress or something, it's like maybe $38 a length. If I order it in New Zealand, it's close to 100. Like, what the hell? Is it really that much more? That makes no sense. Like, I'm pretty sure it'll be the same stuff. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, through AliExpress, the shipping was like nothing, from what I could tell. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe there's hidden costs in there, but it was like $10 shipping or something stupid. That's what happens when you got no force feedback. It's Ally. So what is it? ALI Express. All one word. I'm pretty sure they're it's a website for the Alibaba company. Yeah. Oh my god. She's slipping now. Worried that yeah. Well, that's just it. I'm almost thinking it might be best for me to just get everything that I need. So like design it out, list down all the parts that I need, and then just contact a bunch of companies and see what it'll cost to make it. But I figure I'll be at least sort of $600 just in the materials. So that's without all the brackets and bolts and all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, it'll be more here though. New Zealand dollar's a bit weaker than the American dollar, so probably be close to 1,000 here. But I also started looking at monitors because I feel like if I'm going to get a new rig with a monitor stand, I'm going to need to... Why's my voice chat back on? I disabled it. Strange. I might as well, you know, upgrade the monitor, get a nice big 49-inch curved or something like that. I also looked at maybe doing triples, but to be honest, it's probably not worth the hassle of testing out my graphics card that much. Yeah, I mean triples would be awesome, but I just know that it's going to be a headache for me. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. 1080 Ti will be fine. I've got a 1070. I'm sure it will work, but the problem is I don't want it to be, you know, when I'm streaming, I don't want it to be a drain. So if I was,
To the Scots, a bit of a struggle.
I don't know why that's back on. If I was going to go to triples,
What? And
I'd have to upgrade the graphics card as well.
I'm battling with this Ferrari. I'm not used to it.
And unfortunately, I have a lot of we have a lot of stuff that we have to do in the house first. That is going to cost us a lot of money already. So I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a while. No, exactly. It's kind of like a long-term project, right? Makes it a bit more fun. Can introduce pieces one at a time. Like, yay, I got the left beam of my rig. But yeah, I figure maybe actually I've got a picture of it in my Discord. Mog, can you, or can somebody do exclamation point Discord? Takora, if you want to jump in there.
My car on the right. Go left.
The triple Discord. It's a good way of getting people to jump in your Discord, eh? Oh, you want to see that? Well. Nah, yeah. So, Takora, if you jump in the Discord, I think it's in the general chat. Text chat. I'm pretty sure everyone would have been first on their end, Mog. So yeah. See, this is a problem. I want to get a new wheel because I know this one is not that great and it's gonna die. But at the same time, if I want to upgrade my wheel, I'm thinking, well, I want to go big. I want to go like an OSRW or, you know, some sort of direct drive wheel. But I know that I'm going to have an upgraded rig for that because this thing will just shatter. This thing will just fall to bits. Oh, really? Yeah. If I had the money, I would have ordered something like that. It's invalid! I hate Discord, man. I made that bloody link not expire. And I updated it after the last time somebody said it's not working. Mog, are you able to create a invite? You won't be able to drop a link in there, but sorry, I've got a link protection thing on. You're gonna stay in the Fanatec ecosystem? Nice, man. They're definitely a good brand to stay with. That should be up to date. Ta-da! Thanks, Mog. I'm almost thinking, because I got the Thrustmaster pedals, I'm almost thinking it might be worth me staying in the Thrustmaster environment for the wheel as well. I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. Pretty sure I did. I might have to go and update the link, make sure it's permanent, and then update the chatbot again. and just see if it will work. Yeah, well, that's the beauty of getting a rim. I mean, sorry, not a rim, a base from Fanatec, is you can upgrade the rims. Oh my god, too fast, too fast. Oh. Sorry, Ryan. Get off the road.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Yeah. Definitely don't want this kind of thing happening on the at the race though. Because while I can still drive, it doesn't feel right at all. Not at all.
Slow car ahead.
Right, I think you can... Hello. Stop in the middle of the road like I did. Woohoo! Car feels weird now. Think you're gonna go DD1 bundle? Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Have you, Ken, have you heard of a company called Huissinkveld for the pedals? It's just floaty as. Snowflare about to get it. Yeah, I think if you're gonna be serious about it, then definitely jump into the direct drives. You know, if you plan on upgrading to that point anyway. Don't think you'll get them. It's fair enough. Yeah, they're expensive. Girlfriend might beat you if you do that. Fair enough. Fair enough. They're a serious piece of kit. I'm pretty sure the only way I'd get them is if I managed to get a sponsorship deal with Niels. With Mr. Huissinkveld. Probably not though. For a cover letter, you don't necessarily need to include your current role. Not for the cover letter, no. Yeah, fair enough. Try before you buy. You certainly want it in your CV though, Mog. But not for the cover letter. Cover letter is more about, you know, I mean, you can put a quick summary of your job history, but it's more about, you know, what kind of person you are and why you want to get that job. Woohoo! Didn't see that guy coming. I should keep an eye on that. It just doesn't feel like the wheel's responding. It's like it's delayed, even though it's not.
on the right. Car stopped on the right. Go left.
Nah, probably not if you've already got one for the last job you're going for. Because it's the same sort of... Oh my god. Sorry, Rhyme. I just can't feel when the car's gonna let go.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
Oh yes, I gained lots of time there. A whole -7 seconds. Game logic.
You cut the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Did you enjoy that spin, Mog? Here I am going off the track again. So, if anyone's just joined and wondering why I'm driving like shit, my force feedback has done the big die because I had to reset my wheel, and my wheel's fucked. Now I can still feel it, like just, but it's really light, and it feels like the car's kind of floating a little bit. So it's not ideal, but we trudge on. But maybe this is the point where I say to Ruth, actually Ruth, if you're watching, I need a new wheel, hun. It's like, I need a new wheel, but in order to get a new wheel, I need a new rig. Because, you know, it's just... one doesn't go without the other. Unfortunately, we have lots of house stuff that we have to pay for. Getting a HRV system installed this next week. That's how they get you, it sure is, man. It's like, who's making these wheels so powerful that it rips my rig apart, right? Like like, oh, you have to upgrade your rig, huh? Look at this rig we've got for you. Yeah. It's like, is there any way to simulate like 4G sideways? Oh my god. Let's turn around. No one coming behind me, so we're good. See, it actually feels quite heavy when you're slow, but as soon as you get fast, it's like... Just throws me into the wall. I'm kind of thinking it might be wise to go with an intermediate type wheel first, because I mean the wheel is, I mean yes it would be nice to have a direct drive, but in all honesty you're not really going to get as much out of a wheel as you would from the pedals, so in terms of being able to drive better at least. So it might be worth just getting an intermediate upgrade. Oh boy. This is going well. Getting the club spots, yeah. Fair enough. In all honesty, you don't want to snap your thumbs on screen, no. I'm not doing the 100% force feedback challenge. Thanks, Mog. People do talk about the rate of feedback. Oh yeah. I mean, it's gonna help. I just don't think it's gonna help as much as, say, a load cell pedal compared to a potentiometer for your braking input and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure there was a guy who did a video comparing direct drive to a fairly cheap wheel. I can't remember exactly which one it was. It might have been one of the lower end Fanatec ones. Chris Hayes. Yeah, it might have been him. And he didn't get much. Like, he said it felt better, I'm pretty sure, but the time he didn't get any more time out of it. But the thing is, it could be better in situations where you're aiming for consistency and you can feel a lot more through the wheel. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Alright, might be time to go in and fix some of this damage. I was going to simulate a pit stop, but that'll take ages. I'll just simulate the pit entry. Not sure how much longer this session's got to go. I think when I joined it had about 2 hours. So might not be all that long to go. I'm used to the pit limiter in Assetto Corsa Competizione, where if you smash it on, it'll slow the car down for you. This one doesn't. Right, let's just do a quick reset of the car.
That's it, go!
Let's go. Oh, I keep forgetting. I changed my keys because I want a button that I can
Okay, punch it. All clear, punch it.
change the options in here to.
Okay, punch it.
Otherwise, I have to use the spacebar, and that's not very useful. Not very useful. Alright, let's see if I can do a bit better with the driving today. I mean, this time. Oh, we got Rhinefish behind me. I'll let him catch up. What happened to him? There he is. Coming around the corner now. Looks like the time of day in Sim has changed a fair bit, so possible we might be able to get slightly faster lap times. Or crash. Car honestly feels like it's floating on a cloud. So, would there be any suggestions? Like, if I stayed with Thrustmaster, because I've got the Thrustmaster TLC and pedals, what wheel should I go for? What mid-range wheels do they have? I mean, I could go for a Fanatec as well. Got in the draft. Sorry Ken, I'll have a look at that in a sec. Ah, the TSPC. I don't know, to be honest. It's getting out of hand. Car's trying to do the big die with me in it. No, I'm not too sure either, man, to be honest. I could just go Fanatec or maybe even a different type of brand. Jesus criminy.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty. Car on your left.
I'm doing well.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
I'm doing well. Yeah, Fanatec with the Thrustmaster pedals wouldn't. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just it's nice when you can stay with the same brand because it all plugs in together, you know. You plug the pedals into the wheelbase and all that sort of stuff, but and in fact getting the Fanatec wheelbase with one rim wouldn't be too expensive either. Considering I was going to look at doing the whole package with the pedals as well before. Might be the way to go. Do you think I would have to with the... Like if I got the CSL Elite or something like that, would it... I'm sure it would stay on this cockpit, I would have thought. Without ripping it to shreds. Ooh.
Car on your left.
Sorry buddy.
Clear on the left.
But if I was going to get, you know, a direct drive wheel, definitely. What? Oh yeah, I mean, in terms of the wheel though, it's not, I don't think it's like it's not twisting at all. The main thing I wanted to change the rig for is the pedals, the pedal force. More than triple. I think the CSL would be okay on here. Definitely wouldn't want to go direct drive though. Ah. Like it's a fairly sturdy base, it's just that, I mean, rig, it's just the way that it's designed, where the pedals sit, it's kind of a bit flimsy, and also where there's two bits of aluminium that join together, it's it sort of moves at that point as well, so when I slam the brake down it kind of lifts the whole rig up. Alright, let's see if we can catch Rhyme here. Start driving properly. It's really hard to do when the wheel doesn't feel right, but let's see what I can do. Try and get a half decent lap time in. Yeah, no, but I'm really looking forward to the 24 hours Le Mans. It's going to be quite a fun ride, no matter what happens. It's going to be an experience. Oh no! That'll be a cut track.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
That's less than I thought it would be, to be honest. Yeah. Less than I thought it would be. Yeah, obviously, pretty sure if I was to buy one of those here in New Zealand, it would be a lot more. Yeah. Where is it being shipped out of? Is it made in the States or? Yeah, for sure. Oh, German, okay. Well, you know it'll be good then. German engineering. Because I know the, like we were saying the other day, the material that Dave Cam got was out of Germany, but I think that was just an aluminium company. Not necessarily a dedicated rig maker. Alright, let's go. What the hell? Why am I not able to make that corner anymore? It's
Slow down.
ridiculous.
Got a penalty for cutting the cord.
Just as I'm starting to catch rhyme, and then I go and do that. Make it impossible for myself. Is that American aluminium suppliers or? Yeah, considering how versatile they are, eh? Like, you can build a lot of stuff with them. Box steel, yeah. Just the range of different strengths and different uses you can have for the aluminium extrusions. Seems like a pretty good business to be in, to be honest. Hot damn, that's what I'm gonna do. Become an aluminium extrusion slot set supplier. Just for people who want to make sim rigs. No, that would be silly. Hey Mog, you should link that that clip that you had in your Discord. The one with the slurp. Oh, it's stupid cold, eh?
How about no? Stop.
No? Oh.
Roger, roger.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Just felt like it was a good time to use it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I wonder why the children one didn't work, Mog. Thought we'd sorted that out last time. But yeah, no, you should link that that clip. It was very funny. Yeah, maybe. Oh. I saw a rhyme in the sand and I felt sympathetic. Oh, it's not even him, is it? Oh, maybe it was.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
I'm going back to the pits. How much time have we got left in this session? I don't even know. Half an hour or so. That's cool. Get a bit more practice in. Just don't like you. Oh, really? Did he actually hit you, or did you just freak out and go? More expensive and take just as long? Yeah. That's sad. Sad. You would honestly, like, it's such a crazy world that we live in that you can get stuff cheaper from overseas than you can in your home country. I know it's all to do with resources and those companies sourcing those resources and labor, but still. Still, it seems sad. You should do it, man. You can sponsor me? Let's see if this works for me, Mog.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, see, works for
Don't
me.
do it. Don't do it. Think of the children. Oh, think of the children.
Yeah, exactly. I'll advertise your stuff. I'll be a shill for you. Free shipping, yeah, exactly. It might not even be a bad idea, to be honest. Like, you know, you hear all these people starting their online businesses over the COVID period. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. It seems to be the way people are going. Starting their sort of they're not even handling any product. They're just on selling it for other people. But I think if you could, I don't know, if you could just like design rigs for people and then get them shipped to those people. Exactly. It doesn't have to look like it was designed like almost a century ago. Actually, was internet in? I mean, not internet. Was I don't even think. No. That's anyway. I'll shut up. I need to stop talking. Let's do some more driving before I embarrass myself further. I think SimLabs have a lot to answer for, dude. But no, legit. If you do start up a company, I'll be happy to promote your product. Yeah, awesome, dude. I'll hold you to that. I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't. But nah, I'm just. Do you know what's really cool though, Ken? Is I'm really interested um to have you in the channel and watch your progression through this whole sim racing. I don't know. It's a lifestyle, you know. Yeah, you certainly are. I'm kind of, you know, like, part of me is quite sad that I have to go back to working in the office, because it's not that I wasn't, you know, like I still had to do work at home, but, you know, once work finished, I was already here and I can just immediately start working on stuff for my streams and for stuff at home. So like my office is like an hour away from home, so for me it's 2 hours out of my day that I could be doing other stuff. So, you know, kind of like, yay New Zealand, we beat this thing, but at the same time it's having fun. So I really just, I need to find a job that I can be closer to home. Yeah, exactly. You said you're in the film industry, right? Camera department, right. Guess I'll be about to learn a lot, yeah. One of those names nobody reads in the credits. And unfortunately, that's, yeah, you're not wrong. It's a shame, man, though, because isn't that how life works? Is that people seem to be, the people that do probably some of the most important and hardest jobs quite often get none of the credit. Not saying that acting's not a hard job, but if you're good at it, then it's not really that hard.
Slow down and give up the time game. You got a slow car on the right. Car stops on the right.
Oh, nice. Not knowing he has shot some of their favorite oh, cool. Yeah. I think that's one thing about getting getting famous would be you wouldn't. I don't know. Like, I feel like I would. It would change the way that I look at things. You know. Oh wow. Yeah. DPs. Can you just elaborate on DPs? That I'm not 100% sure what that is. Right. Gotcha. Because yeah, I think it'd be one of the things about getting famous is just that you would look at things differently, and I'd like to think I would be humble and down to earth about it, but I don't know. I'm not famous, so. I'm not sure I ever want to be either. Yeah, I know. I probably won't. I'll probably like be big egotistical asshole, but you know, I can dream. Head of the camera and lighting departments. Yeah, okay. I'll scream at people? I don't know if I would. Oh yeah, they're out there, Ken. No doubt. No doubt there's definitely some humble, famous people out there. And quite often I think confidence can come across as being egotistical, but it's not necessarily the case. Yeah, I imagine, well, I mean, I'm sure I could name a few that I think would be nightmare to work with, but I won't. Oh my god, the car feels terrible there. I don't know why.
Slow down. You
Oh,
got a
hello,
penalty.
notification. It shouldn't be coming up. That's not going to go away either. Good old Windows 10. I really hate Windows 10. Take me back to 7. You'll confirm if I name the right people. I could imagine Tom Cruise being a absolute fun person to be around. That's one. Who else? Oh, I mean, there's probably never get to be around him. I don't know. LGL. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Or Paul Dano. I'm way out of the loop when it comes to actors, by the way, just so you know. Most of the famous actors I know are from like the 90s or early 2000s. And even then I'm probably like, who? What? Oh, Joseph, yeah, okay. It was a J, not an L. Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Another person who seems quite cool is Keanu Reeves, but obviously everyone's different when they're off camera. Keanu seems like a cool guy. Yeah, same. Ho, ho, ho. I know less about Sandy. I mean Andy. Sandy Andberg. Well, Ryan, my driving's gone out the window, bud, but it's alright.
Right side. Still there.
We're gonna have a battle. Oh, he's backed out. It's just like the force feedback's not pulling the wheel back when I get to the end of a corner. Like normally you can just sort of lighten up your grip and it'll straighten it up for you, but I'm kind of having to force it back, which is it's not ideal, I can tell you. You know who would be really fun to work with, and he's kind of more of a comedian than an actor, but Gabriel Iglesias. I reckon he'd be super fun to hang out with. Commercial thing with the cast of new Spider-Man movie. Oh wow, Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh nice. Oh boy, reading messages. Hey chat, I made the corner. That is pretty cool, man. Oh come on, I didn't cut it that much.
Penalty. We're cutting it. Left side.
I'm gonna have to battle you now, Rhyme, because I gotta slow down. Honestly, that's the kind of thing that makes the difference, though. He could have just walked away without saying anything, you know, and nobody would have batted an eyelid.
Car right.
Oh, really?
To the left. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Zendaya, I don't know who that is. Tom Holland, I've heard that name, but again, I don't know too much about that person. Oh, really? The new MJ? Ah, right. Gotcha. I thought you were... Here's how old I am, Mog. Yeah. Right? Michael Jackson. That's what I was thinking. That's how old I am. I need a boomer command as well. Oh, I can't believe I said that before I even saw that message. But yeah, it's true. You're still young. But 30, that's a milestone. Uh, oh, fucking car. It's legit annoying. It's the thing, I couldn't feel it going, so once it's gone, it's too late. Hey, Bliv! There you go, man. Just in time to see me crash. That was a big one. My force feedback's not working properly, so I'm trying to feel the car, but it's not working. That's alright. Only got 10 minutes left before this server shuts down, so we'll stuck the landing.
Oh dear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Think of the children. Ah, think of the children.
M8. The GTE. Did I watch Spaceballs? I have seen it, but it's a long time ago, and I really don't remember it that well. Princess from that movie. Super mean. Oh, okay. I'll have to go back and watch it now. So, how are you doing, Bliv? Good morning. Whoa! Mog, can you do a shout out to Bliv? It's exclamation point SO. It is morning, so you're good. Oh, did I miss a message there? Sprint car in here as well. There you go. Anyone who's in here who hasn't seen Bliv's channel, go and check him out. Dude's absolute killer on ACC. G'day, Sliminator. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day. Ah, no worries, Bliv. There's probably other Twitch streamers in here that I should be doing the same for, but I'm terrible with remembering. So I do apologise. How you going, Sprint Car? Sorry if I didn't see you. Put a message in there earlier. Yeah, that was awesome, dude. That was good to watch. Slimenator? Sorry, dude, if I got it wrong. Welcome to the channel nonetheless, and hope you're doing well. I'm not doing well. I'm crashing. Nobody saw that. We're not watching replay because it didn't happen. Training your body for an endurance race. What, an IRL or? Bloody mob. Quarantine Book Club is supposed to. Oh, really? You're a chapter in? How big is it, dude? Nice long novel for you to thrash out for the week?
Are you in a hot lap?
Once you fix your sleep schedule? I think everyone's having to do that, eh?
If you are in a hot lap.
Got the Knicks since 1993.
Oh,
Rep in the
really?
90s. Nice sprint car, that's awesome, dude. When does that kick off?
I'm just on an outlap, Martin.
Again, I don't know why the voice chat's on again. Man,
No,
chat's
the
going nuts, I
question
can't
is
keep up.
if you are in a hot lap.
Do apologise if I'm missing messages, guys.
No, I'm on an outlap, so just warming up the tires.
Fifth time you had to fix it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to fix it tonight, actually, because, well, I mean, I've been working at home, but I have to go in the office tomorrow, so I have to get up a bit earlier. Floaty car. Holy shit, we got some messages going. Oh, we got Trey in front of us again.
Together? Yes, I can go with you. I'm just a lot slower than what you guys are.
27th of June is practice qualifying for the 6-hour endurance. Man, is that,
Thank you, Marine.
what, 6 hours of sprint cars? That'd be nuts, wouldn't it?
But
Do you have like driver swaps, or is it just you
just thank
going
you.
for 6 hours? What do I do outside of the virtual car? I work for a laboratory here in New Zealand. I do, well, my position is operations support technician, so basically I've been through a few roles and I've spent enough time there that they want me to look after everyone else, do their operations. But yeah, we do organic analytical chemistry. Your sprint would blow up. Yeah, I was gonna say. Go-kart. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. That would be super fun though. Team of 4. Sweet. I suppose that's similar to the like Club 100 type stuff. The days of fun instruments, yeah. Anything in specific? Well, okay. Let me think. It's hard to read chat, drive, and think about what job I do. We look for contaminants. So we're the organics department. So we're looking for things in soil and water, and sometimes in things like oil or fish and things like that. And we're looking for anything that shouldn't be there. Generally derived from pesticides or petroleum products, or like stuff that people use that can contaminate the land and the water and all that sort of jazz. Because people have to get resource consents and all those sort of good things, and if there's contaminants, they don't get them. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm thinking.
Alright, I'm gonna wait till the straight.
You want to go back? No. Okay.
Oh wow, that's gonna be jumping in the deep end then, sprint car. Oh, good luck for that then. Yeah. You hear stories like that. It's more of a case of, I think most of the time it's a case of companies initially don't know they're doing it, but when they find out they're doing it, they don't want to lose their profits, right? So, sad, but that's the human race for you. Oh, okay. Oh, so it shouldn't be too bad then. You should be able to have a bit of fun with it, sprint car, and not feel like you're up against it. Oh yeah, I'm sure they eventually know they're doing it, but they don't care, or they don't want to care because it cuts their bottom line. Only the only two guys decked out in your fire suits, and I would have thought that would be like a somewhat of a requirement. Oh, mind you, depends how fast the go-karts are, I suppose. Well, this session's pretty much done, so I'm gonna have to park it up. But what do we got? It's 9:45. I might do something else, maybe jump into a race. Oh, really? That's pretty sad.
I have a slowdown. Have you? Oh, I have a black flag and a slowdown. Thank you, Marine. It is really good.
Well,
fun.
I'm just gonna practice this.
I am very new to this car, so I don't know the Ferrari well. I normally drive the Mercedes or the BMW, but this is good.
Yeah, it's hard to drive, but
Seems like it would be
Yes,
fun,
you are
but
very good
drive
with
at the
the
speed.
slow driving. It's not so easy when
Yeah.
you're 1.2 seconds behind. It's very difficult. But you are really
Okay,
good
go.
at chasing down at that close distance. So thank you very much, mate. It's good experience for me.
no, thank you.
It's alright. Let's jump out of this
Goodbye.
session. I don't know how I'd do in real life. I think I'd probably get to a certain point and then be a bit a bit too scared to push it, a bit too afraid of that wall. But yeah, that company does sound like cancer. You're not wrong there, Mog. Everybody has to wear safety equipment, but I mean we're wearing extra racing gear, right? Yeah, fair enough. I think there's a like once you reach that level of adrenaline and you get used to it, you probably need more and more of it, eh? Yeah. Alrighty then, we can withdraw from that one. Well, friends, I don't know. What do we want to do for a little while longer? I'm not going to make it quite as long as my normal streams, but rhyme. Let's redeem the hot nuts. I'm going to run out of these things Probably got another maybe 3. Maybe 3. um. To be honest, Mog, I will probably I will probably turn those things off for the Le Mans race. I don't want to be like 8 hours into the race or something and then crash because I'm eating hot nuts. There's going to be a serious sim racing content. Yeah, you do see how it is. Good. Oh, my throat. Nothing about me is serious. Doesn't have wall in the corners. It's probably helpful, so you can run wide and not do the big die. Hey, I feel like a lot of that had to do with you though, Mog. It had to do with you not being serious. Oh man, my chest. These things don't settle well. Sprints, the high side only works if your right rear is hanging off the track. Oh, so your sprint car tracks don't have... Have they just got the lip on the edge of the track? Weak sauce. What do you mean? I'm lost now. Fully lost. Oh. Okay. Is that... Do you think that's better or is it scarier? Because if you go over that, you're sending it down a hill, aren't you? Oh, I mean, they're not that hot. I'll say that. Yeah, I figured it would be scarier. Because if you hit the wall, yeah, okay, it's a bit of a shunt, and you probably get hurt a bit easier. But you're not, yeah, you're not dropping off the side. You could end up rolling your car, I imagine. Anyway, what should we jump into? It's the time we got 10 minutes before these two here. Got a Dallara dash here. Oh no. Do F3? I don't have any F3 cars. I honestly don't. I'm sorry. I do apologize. None of this is... Oh shit. I must have had a... When did all this stuff appear? Why does that say... Saw a sprint last year, lose the steering and hit this... Oh my god. Oh... Yeah, that's scary, dude. That's the reason I don't want to do racing. Real life. I'm too much of a pussy. Oh, yeah, I'll be too scared. What's this 24-hour Le Mans series? And I can actually get these things, but it's a fun part of what... What do you mean? Grow up here. No, I'm quite happy not having a pair. So is this the Is this the thing you're gonna go for, Ken? iRacing F3 Championship? Is that what you're working up to? Oh, I've got none of the. Oh, this wasn't open to me earlier today, so I don't think I'll be able to get into this stuff anyway. My license isn't high enough, but. Yeah, it is. It certainly is. There's no races. There's one that's just about to finish, but no races coming up. We're gonna have to jump into something here. So we can either, I can either jump into the MX-5s at Tsukuba, or we could do some street stock at Charlotte Motor Speedway, or I could jump into the Dallara Dash. Week 3 is Suzuka, or Montreal. Oh, nice. Ends with Interlagos. I like in do the Dallara. Okay, we'll give that a go. Yeah, because there's nothing really. I haven't got any of these tracks, or either the track or car combinations, so I'm not going to do them right now, but we'll jump in this. Prepare to die. Yeah, I love Interlagos, man. That's a cool track. I do find it kind of sad though with Interlagos, like in real life, where they have like, you know, like they'll have like the track. It's like flash track, and you know, city in the background, and then they'll like pan up with their drone cameras, and you just see the, you know, the slums or the favela all around it. It's just sad, man. Oh, you streamed this earlier, or? Yeah, absolutely, dude. But yeah. Unfortunately, you start getting political, and it's TC Dodge on Interlagos. Nice. That would be cool, Bliv. Rainbow Six Siege and Call of Duty. See, honestly, I keep finding that, because I didn't even know you were a streamer, or maybe I did know and I just forgot, and I feel bad now. Mog, do you want to give a shout out to Sprint Car, please? I appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. Ken, are you going to tell me now that you're you're a streamer as well?
Roger, roger.
Cheers, Mog. I guess it'd be god nice. I haven't played Siege before, but Call of Duty. Were you playing the? Because I get confused. Is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, is that the original Modern Warfare, or is that the new one with the is this fixed? No, yeah, cool. I don't think I need to open it, but is that the new one with the yeah, with the Battle Royale Warzone? That's the one. Internet's back, yay! Takora, Takora's back. Give Takora a shout out to Mog, please. Actually, I can probably do it. No, then I'm. Oh, you beat me to it. Beat me to it. You're welcome, Takor. I appreciate the support you guys are giving me in this crazy thing called streaming. Mog is the shout out man. Mog, do you want to give Mog a shout out? Races, I'm just getting into another race actually, because I was just doing some practice before, and what was I going to say? Oh, the server finished, so. Once you're a bit better, I'm sure you're good enough, man. It's less about being good at racing. It's more about being good at talking bollocks. Just listen to this clown. Thanks, Mog. Straight back at you, buddy. Wow. Oh, are we in the pits now? No, we're not. So, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. See, this is why you should. Why didn't anyone tell me before that? Jesus Christ.
Slow car down low, go high.
Oi. Oh. So you didn't see my first spin? I should have left it on there for this spin as well. It's funnier. You can just watch a blank screen if you like. I'm just doing donuts. Okay, so this is going to be fun because I've had very little practice in these cars and I'm terrible at them, so... Let me struggle. Thanks, guys. After all this talk of supporting me. Yeah, I mean, again, it's hard because I've got very limited force feedback at the moment. So, I can support my failures or encourage them. So, do you think I need to slow down a bit? Whoa.
Inside,
Yeah, you can give a shout out to Dink if you want, Mog.
still there, hold your line.
He's
Clear inside.
he's been an avid supporter of me as well, so. Go and check Dink and Gina's out. He's a really cool guy. His old Dink. Alright, I'm starting to get a feel for this. I was doing better with these cars last time, but I had more force feedback last time, so that's what I'm gonna blame for this poor driving. This guy's gonna come back on. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Oi.
Slow car down low, go high.
Are you talking to me, Mog? That's cool. Sounds like fun. slowly getting used to this. Probably still quite slow, but... And I do apologise, it's actually really hard to read messages while I'm driving this thing. Alright, straight into qualifying. That's how we do. That's how we roll. Yeah. Yeah, streams, I mean, I'd like to think I can teach people, but I'm pretty garbage, so probably not teaching much. For me, it's a lot to do with the community, eh? Like, I was saying this to Mog at some point earlier, but educate in organic instruments, yeah, with my non-existent ones here. But the streaming community has been super kind. Like, I've not met a bunch of people that are more willing to help you out, even though they barely know you. It's pretty impressive. Make pictures? I mean, I could educate you, but it'd be boring as fuck. We'll just wait until the 3 minutes is up. Draw the diagrams of how the compounds go through from the inlet to the column and to the detector. And the detector detects them, and you get a peak. And you measure the peak's area. And after you've measured the peak's area, that's how much stuff is in there. Me no chemistry. Not really. So technical, yeah. The stuff goes through the thing, and then you get the peaks. Pretty sure people have just gone to sleep. It's one of those jobs, though. It is a fairly enjoyable job, but you have to have a I don't know, an environment around you that makes it enjoyable as well. Yeah, a good company to back it up. That's the one. Lynch syndrome. I haven't heard about that, to be honest. So you can educate us, Mog. You were my sanity. Well, no. I was gonna say you were my sanity check, but then we weren't very sane, were we, on the on the night shift? We went slightly insane, if anything. That is just saying, yeah. Fair enough. I don't think the cleaners would agree with that.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
The sanity bubble. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared.
One more lap.
This car is scary. Making a left turn is terrifying. Imagine how scary it would be though if you...
Oh dear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Think of the children. Ah, think of the children.
Imagine how scary it would be if you just like one day, oh, we're gonna go right now. We're gonna go anti-clockwise. Just made everyone go the opposite way. It's where I'm supposed to crash? Oh. What's the story of that clip? I wonder if Mog's still got the original clip. Basically, I was playing F1 2019, and there was a guy chasing me, and I just knew somehow that he was going to hit me, even though I gave him plenty of space. And so I was saying, "Don't do it. Think of the children," and of course he hit me. It's just it was just after me explaining how much of a cancer online racing is on F1 2019, because somehow nobody can drive. Is everybody ready for the big crunch? Where did we come, by the way? Oh, way down. There it is. That's how I feel about Mazdas. Yeah. Yeah, F1 2019 is like, it's worse. It's just so bad. And it's not even necessarily just the people that are bad drivers. It's just a case of everyone's glitching all over the place because they're the way that they do their servers is that they just get somebody who's in the server to host it, and so depending on where that person is, everyone's ping to them is terrible. So it's just a bit of a lottery, really. Otherwise, it's not a bad game. It's just, yeah. Yeah. I haven't been using any copyrighted music, so I think I'm clear of that. But yes, did see that. I mean, I thought that was kind of a thing anyway. I was surprised when I saw people using copyrighted music. I was like, are they paying for that or what? Like, how are they managing to do that? Alright, ready for the big die.
One lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside. Pit road is closed right now.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I guess I wouldn't want my VODs muted, so... Because, you know, like, I upload all my streams to YouTube. I don't want anything muted. I guess for some people it does add a extra element to your stream though, having music. I don't know, I feel like if you want to listen to music, you can listen to music while watching the stream, you know. I don't know, everyone's each to their own. I probably have to have some sort of what do you want to call it? Royalty-free music when I do the 24 and I'm in bed, asleep. Ah, okay. I see. Alright. Let's see how badly we can do, guys.
Catch the 5 car.
I don't know, I guess, the hell?
Catch
The hell was that?
5 car pasta, 1 car pasta, 9 car pasta, 13 car
Not even at the start yet. I've already got...
pasta, 1 car pasta, 9 car
14, what are you doing?
That wasn't me, bro. I got hit from behind.
No, you just ran into me for no reason.
What? I was just following and somebody hit me from behind. How am I supposed to see you if you're behind me?
The pace car is off, be ready.
Your job to stay
Green, green, green.
away. Guy's an idiot. Must be.
Inside. Clear.
Like he's damaged my car before I even started.
Car inside.
I want to see the...
Clear.
I have a look at the replay after the race. Jesus criminy.
Go low.
Sorry, really.
I wonder if it's people's ping or something. Car won't steer properly. Rip. Can we enter the pits? I don't think I can enter from here. Car's balked. Oh, come on, just do it. I can't steer it straight. There we go. Oh. That was me crashing. Penalty? The hell? It's one way to the box, yeah. I think that's why I got the penalty. So EA saw the changes to mute stuff, doesn't really change a whole lot. Okay. Yeah, that was... I'm gonna have to have a look at that start at, you know, the beginning of the race. I don't know what he's talking about.
That's it, go!
Because it's possible that... I don't know, was I drifting sideways at the start there? Is that how I hit him, or...? Oh.
Car outside, go high. Go high. Outside is clear. Go low. The leader's fitting now.
Might be able to pick up a few positions.
Go high.
Play hard, 49.
Low car up high. Go low.
All good, Bliv. I'll probably be dead by the time you get back. This guy's catching me, I think.
Why?
Car stopped ahead. Go low.
Oh my god.
Inside.
Woo! That was close. Oof. That was not easy.
You're in the top 10.
Sorry guys, it's a bit too hard to read chat.
Go high.
Concentrating on that.
Car stopped ahead. Go low.
Ah. The big dead.
You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
The big die. Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. No, we wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah. I don't know, it's a bit strange to be honest. Like I'm really surprised that I'm really surprised that people are allowed to do what I'm doing right now without getting a DMCA. Oh well. Too much damage. Oh, boo. We're done. Too much damage. Alright. Let's get back to pits then. And what I want to do is go back to the start. How do I go? How do I go back to there we go. Lap 0. Alright. Gonna let me go all the way back to the very start, or disqualifying? Might be actually. All good to go. Oh, I hope she's okay, dude. Thanks for jumping in the stream, man. Appreciate it, and pass on my best for Lady Mog. Hope she's okay. Here we go. Let's see what actually happened. No, that's too far back. I mean, too far forward. I think. Yeah. There it is. No, that's not what I want. I want to... I'm so bad with these controls, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I make it go slower? Oh, see, it wasn't even me that hit him. It wasn't even me that hit him, and he's calling me out. It was number 6. How do I send a private message? Who cares? Who cares? But yeah, he, I think it was this guy here, was complaining about me hitting him. And it was him that hit me. Absolutely punted, but that's alright. So that was the start of the chain of events that was terrible. Terrible. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, why'd I hit him? I don't know, man. I'll go and apologize to him later. He must have just seen the wrong name when he was looking for who hit him. It's alright. We don't need to look at results. Might as well withdraw, eh? Because I'm not going to get anything out of that one. I don't know exactly how, whether it will still tally up my DNF. I imagine it will. Alright, should we do one more? Do one more and then I'll call it a night. What do we want to do? What time is this? 30. Yeah, that last one was a letdown. Don't like races like that. Yeah, well, that's true. Coming full tilt around a corner straight into someone is, is good entertainment, right? What have we got? Why is that? Got both those. Oh no, it's the M4. I don't know. What can we do? There's nothing really coming up that is very good. Maybe I could do this one. Jump into the Mazda, go for a blat around Daytona International. Why not? Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll make this the final race of the night. Because I actually have to get up earlier tomorrow, unfortunately. That's the thing with those oval races, is they're such a mixed bag. If you can manage to avoid all the carnage, then you can do quite well, but it's so hard to do because people are crashing left, right and centre. And generally in oval I find if there's a crash, they sort of stay in the way because they'll hit the wall and then come back down on the circuit or something like that. Whereas in road racing, quite often there's a runoff area that somebody will drive out onto and you can avoid the crashes that way. This will be interesting though, Daytona, half oval. I think they call it a roval. Apologise for missing most of the chat while I was racing, guys. one of those races. There's no real decent straights to have a look and read properly. Yeah, it was pretty intense. Remember to change my scene this time. Yeah, it certainly does, man. Trying to battle through it. I don't want to sound like I'm just trying to make excuses, but it's not that easy when you've got less force feedback to feel what the car's doing. Alright, I should probably get... Oh, it's not even a fixed setup. Awesome. Alright, I'm just going to jump into some practice. I have driven this track before, but not for quite a while. Oh, nice, Rhymefish. That's awesome. That would be fun. Yeah, it's been a while since I've driven this track, so... What's this guy doing? Got about 3 minutes to practice, so I get about 1 lap in. Wow, that didn't feel good. This guy is driving rather slow. Get in trouble for telling people. You can, but only if you sort of resort to you know, like racism or really bad things like that. If you just say you're trash, you probably get away with it. I mean, it's not ideal. I certainly wouldn't advocate for doing that, but kink between the hairpins? It's terrifying. Yeah, I bet, dude. Pit maneuver my friend in his race. Oh boy, not paying attention. Let's just go straight through. Buddy kept talking trash.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, it would take the person who it's being directed at. They have to file for a complaint. I don't think I don't think iRacing would just come along and slap you, but if the guy complains, then oh come on. I'm like going slow as. Oh god.
We need to come in and serve a 30-second
Alright,
penalty.
this is ridiculous. I was slowing down that whole time. Oh, okay. Yeah, well see, if you're deliberately trying to crash into someone, that's grounds for suspension on your game as well, I think. Yeah, I think your friend would be fine, to be honest. Especially if that guy's trying to crash into him intentionally. That's a big no-no. Qualifying. Why do I do this to myself, guys? Why do I do this to myself? Learn the track in 1 lap. Alright, we'll just go into quali, I think. Yeah, fun. I mean, I've driven the car, I know the track, but jumping in straight away is not, it's not ideal. Oh well, you guys can enjoy me flounder. Floundering around. Trying not to crash. Thanks to Core. Appreciate it. I'm glad you got it out of the way before I started, Corley. I'm really gonna have to buy more of these. Chin chin. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Mmm. Tasty. I tend to always try and breathe some of it, you know? Just just to make it nicer. Did I have a setup? Oh, I don't know. Let's just open that one, see what. I am going to need my fuel calculator. So it is. Alright. Check it right down for quality. And see how badly we can do. There's some of that, I don't even know what it is, just powdered chili or something on the outside of them. I keep breathing it in. Makes it nice. Alrighty, let's see how far down we can qualify. Where do I need to brake for that corner? Probably a little bit later than that. Okay, so that's an off track. And remember that.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Okay, have to be careful into here because haven't done this corner in this car yet. What better time to learn the track than in qualifying? Braking a bit early, but that's better than braking too late. Same race as your friend. Well, there's a few ways. The easiest way would be to make a hosted race. Stop eventually, yeah. If you mean the official races, then you have to be in the same class. Or the ranked races, yeah, you need to be in roughly the same license class or same I rating.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
I'm going to be qualifying way down the field, by the way. So yeah, I know that sometimes they have guys that are in higher class, higher rating in the same race, but I think it depends. Because if there's enough drivers, they'll split everyone out into a class that suits, or into a split that suits, so it's kind of a bit of luck of the draw, I think.
One more lap.
Let's push it a little bit this time. Oh, push it too much. Oh, love missing gears. Go in, you piece of crap. Oh. This is all going terribly well. I'd say, Ken, if you go into like quite an unpopular race, then you probably get into the same one. Because there won't be as many splits. If there might just be one split. Well, somehow we're still up. Still up on my time. It probably just shows how terrible my first lap was. Well,
There's the flag. It's over.
oh, still 8th. Yeah, not a great qualifying, but I wasn't expecting it to be honest. considering the arrive and drive mentality of what I did. Yeah, I can go a lot quicker. A lot quicker. I'm gonna have to just follow people and learn. Learn as I drive. Right, well, I don't know how much gas I need because my thing's reset. "30-minute race." Might go one more just to be safe. Is it going to be enough? Oh well. Alright. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to try and quickly learn the lines and the braking points from these guys in front of me, if I can. Provided they don't all crash. Thanks, Decor. Thanks for your vote of confidence. Appreciate it. There is a chance I haven't put enough fuel in, or maybe I've put way too much, I don't know. It shall remain a mystery until I do a lap. This is why you do practice.
Green, green, green. Left side. Clear.
Whoa! What
Clear.
are you doing, buddy? Just come flying across?
You got it. Slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. Slow car ahead. Go left. Go right. Left side. Clear on
Gotta
the
love
left.
getting taken out by an MX-5.
Left side.
Just
Still there. Clear on the left.
some unhappy people.
Oh! Look at that!
Right side. Slow car ahead. Keep to the left. Go right. Go left. Go left. Go right. Clear on the right.
Oh my goodness.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left. Car on your left.
He's got damage, so he's slow.
Still there.
Looks like this guy has as well.
Clear. Car on your left.
I do believe that puts us in second.
Clear on the left.
I'm not 100% sure yet. It might not be. I think everyone's damaged. What a start. What's this guy going in the pits? What's he doing? What you doing, buddy? Yeah, he is going in the pits. Where does that put us?
Okay, you are the leader. Slow car ahead.
Oh boy. Really? I reckon. Who needs practice, man? You just wait for everyone else to crash. I'm not even getting my gear changes right. Well, alright, just need to keep it clean now. Try not to do the big die, and I hopefully come away with a victory. It's hilarious. I'm almost certain that 100% of the MX-5s got damage. Because they're not catching up. If anything, they're dropping off. It's usually a sign of damage. Let's see how much I think I did put enough fuel in, thankfully. Oh, brake, Johnny, brake. That's why I should practice. I'm pretty sure I put enough fuel in though, which is good. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it seems to me as though every single one of the MX-5s except me got hit. At least everyone that was in front of me. Oh boy. Why do I look at chat while I'm driving?
Cheers.
No more of that, Johnny. I got away with that one. Oh, it's pretty much, well, as you can see, I'm in first. Because everyone else did the big crunch. Except for me. Now I can pretty much just take it easy. And I should come away with a victory. I just gotta remember to brake for this corner. I can let these guys go because
Clear on the right.
I don't want to be killed by them. Yeah. Stop reading chat, especially when I'm mid corner. Yeah, just gotta look out for the Mustangs, and I'll be alright. Car does want to pull to the right when I brake. That could be that small contact I had with the wall. Go underneath, dude. Yep, go underneath.
Car on your left. Clear.
The guy who's now in second might be catching me, I'm not too sure. He's still a good 7 seconds away though. So hopefully. Oh, too early. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that second place guy is definitely catching. Slowly but surely. I might have to step up my game here. Maybe I'm just keeping the gap to him. I don't know. He sort of catches up a little bit, and then seems like I managed to pull it back out then. Doesn't help that I get my gear changes all wrong. Yeah, I mean it definitely could be. I think the come on. I think the relative has a sort of... Oh, yeah, I think he just died. I gotta read chat sometime. I think, yeah. I mean, he's just spun, so that's that. But I think the relative does have a sort of a built-in, compensation for it, because I think it would be up and down a lot more if it was just straight. But I don't know, maybe not. But the slight variance could definitely be when he's in the corners and I'm on the straights. But yeah, now we got 11 seconds to P2. Cruising. Yeah. He is definitely faster, but hopefully not fast enough. I'm not too sure, to be honest. We're 7 out of 12. So after this one, I guess 4 laps? No, it'll probably be 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. 5 laps after this one. But I don't know if it counts. I think it'll be less than that because yeah, that's one of the higher classes. Don't worry about that.
Clear on the right.
I don't know if it's 12 out of 12 for these guys, because they'll be doing extra laps, or at least an extra lap. At least I think they will be. Yeah, he's got a slightly faster car than me. But yeah, second place is now only 7 seconds away, so... Come on, little MX-5, let's do it. I'll drive a little bit more aggressively now. Hopefully not bin it.
You doing with that?
More block.
5 laps to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's catching me big time. Always braking too early and then missing gears. Come on, go in. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I swear I'm not that bad. Changing gears. Just wonder if I'm going too fast for the game to recognize that I'm throwing it into gear. Man, this dude's quick behind me. Let's go. uh, yeah, it's the gap in seconds, I guess. If that's what you're talking about. There's too many more laps to go. I think he's going to catch me. Yeah, that is correct.
Left side. Clear.
Oh. Just doesn't like the way that I change down the gears sometimes. Does the big crunch. See? Crunch. I'll start going quicker. Otherwise he'll definitely catch me. Okay. Maybe it's just when I'm looking at it. Because I'm only looking at it when I'm on the straights, really. So... he's doing the big catch.
Car right. Clear.
I need the draft.
2 left to go. 2 to go.
Oh, 2 to go. Can I do it? Now it's pressure time.
Settle down, Greg.
And here I was thinking I could have cruised. Not the case at all. It's always second gear. Going into second gear it just crunches. Just doesn't like it. Yeah, I can see him. Oh no, that might be... oh no, he is there. There's another guy in between us now.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Oh no, that was a bit slow.
White flag. Stay smooth.
Eee! Eight laps ahead of 2 people. Yeah, they probably would have had massive damage and just gone into the pits for most of the race, if not all the race.
Car right.
Wow, he came in hot.
Clear on the right.
He came in hot. Alright, defending time.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Almost took me out, yeah. He wouldn't have been very popular with me if he had done that. Gotta defend these corners now.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Did he make a mistake? Oh no. I lost speed coming onto the straight. He's gonna have me now. Come on! Let's go. Probably had a little bit too much fuel as well. Gonna have to defend the inside.
Car right. Clear.
How did he make that? Oh, I'll tell you what, he can have first. That was amazing. That was amazing. Oh, can I use the slipstream? Let's go. Come on, little Mazda.
Well done, Marco.
Oh, come on, dude. That's some shit.
Oh yeah.
There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You did really well.
Oh my god. He just slammed the door on me there. I thought for sure we were gonna hit. I probably shouldn't have used the inside lane like that though. Because if I had gone up the outside I wouldn't have got him. So he just shut the door on me. That was a bit rude, but oh well. A bit rude. That was a good race though. Good race. I was expecting to come last, considering the lack of practice. But oh well, that was fun. I did have him. I did. He wasn't having a bar of it though, was he? He wasn't having a bar of it. Yo, Captain Flano. Dude. You know what? I was just about to finish up, dude. Hey! But welcome in, man. Welcome. And welcome to all of Captain's viewers. I'm literally just about to finish up. Anton, what the hell? What's cooking? What's cooking, Anton? How you going, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. I'm literally just finishing up. Because I have to get up early tomorrow. Sad boy has to go back into the office. But should we find somebody else to gate crash? Yeah, just jumped on just a bit too late, man. Need an early night for sure. Yeah, same. I need to get up early. But here, let's find somebody else we can gate crash. I do really appreciate it though, Captain. Mr. Flano.
Some tests last 5 days.
I don't need that. Oh, here we go. Let's go and show them the finish. Oh yeah, I could do that. So for those of you who just jumped in, let's go back to. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back. So I was first for quite a lot of the race, and we'll go to cockpit. No, we'll go to chase cam. So this guy passed me on the last lap, and this is just coming up to the end of the race, and I got in his slipstream, and you'll see what he did. Because I thought, oh yeah, I might be able to catch him, might have him here. Dive for the inside. He fully just shut the door on me. He wasn't having a bar of it. I should have jinked one way and then gone the other way. But oh well. Yeah. You would too. Octane Online. Yeah, I've actually got someone lined up here. One of the boys that races with us in AK. So thanks very much to everyone who who jumped in, and yeah, if you do want to see me do more racing, be sure to hit that follow button if you want to see more. And we'll just give Mr. Charlie Roscoe here a raid. Of course, he has to have a long name, doesn't he? Alright, so yeah, so good night to you guys. I'll be live again hopefully on Thursday. Otherwise, yeah, you can find me on my Twitter below, and nobody really follows me on that, so you know, you might as well be the first. Actually, I think Captain Flano does, so nice. Yeah, cheers, Bliv. Thanks for hanging out, dude. And you can find my YouTube as well. One of the only ones, Captain. Right, we're gonna raid Charlie. So yeah, good night, guys.
On the lap myself. Or off track 20 out of 25.